Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, Sampler Video Series views I do for a little while. I go over their trout, food, and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that, time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. This particular item comes from a land far away. And hopefully it's good. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my back room today, which means we get Peter Cannon Thunderbolt poster behind me. Ooh, Peter Cannon Thunderbolt poster. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I am doing something else. What is it? Yeah. I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today, folks? What happens to be my brand spanking new Interceptor shirt. What the hell is the Interceptor? Well, it's that guy. He's kicking the shit out of a goblin dude. But no, Interceptor is a comic book superhero from the independent comic book company out of New York called Unstoppable Comics. I became familiar with their work probably about a decade ago, or now, maybe even longer now. Basically through like their Kickstarter stuff and everything. Whenever they publish a new work, they always go over there and do, partial financing through Kickstarter to go over there and, get it out to as many people as possible. As many as I've been able to do over the years, I've tried to support every campaign that's come out. I've missed a few here and there, but I'm a really big fan of their stuff. It's run by a guy named J.D. Rosario, who's an excellent gentleman. I got to meet him at one point. And, I really like their stuff, and I got this neat shirt for backing one of their projects. So if you happen to be interested in their stuff at all, I'll be more than happy to point you in the right direction, because I think they're an awesome company, and JD is just a super cool guy. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Land far away, eh? Yeah, folks, well, it happens to be, boom, it's lemon zero sugar Pepsi from Japan. So yeah, I've reviewed plenty of things from Japan over the years. I've made it pretty much known that, I've got some Japanese marketplaces, not close to me, but close enough that, if I'm willing to make a trek on a weekend or something like that. And a lot of times when I'm there, I will gorge myself on their food court stuff, but I'll also go over there and just pick up items and, find stuff to review. That's where I found this. Okay, let's get a thing for the thing first real quick here. It's like this. I'm going to do it like this. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, okay. Lemon Pepsi was a thing back in like the early 2000s. At the time I'm doing this, they recently reintroduced the Lime Pepsi, which I did do a review for, so it's on the channel. Go check out that video if you're interested. But they didn't bring back the lemon. And it's also, I'm guessing that's what the big zero means. We're going to find out together. So, 600 milliliters. I don't remember liking the lemon Pepsi when it was around. My dad liked it, but I was more of a lime guy. Yeah, that smells zero sugary, but yeah. Although not abrasive. To Pepsi's credit, I definitely think they have one of the better zero sugar products out there in terms of sodas. I actually reviewed it, I think like a couple years ago now, when they went over there and they retweaked the formula. And I praised them quite a bit for that. And I'm going to continue to praise them here, although it's interesting to see that it is, similar, or at least, along the same lines as, when it's over in Japan. Because sometimes, different ingredients and stuff like that for different markets. It's nice enough, actually. I'll be honest, though. I think part of the reason why I'm enjoying it is because it mostly tastes like just a zero sugar Pepsi, which I'm perfectly okay with, and then kind of a hint of lemon at the end. It is definitely does not have the same wallop that I remember the the original stuff having back in the day, because that was kind of always my problem with it. Was for me, when I would drink it, because the lemon flavor was fairly prominent, kind of felt like I was drinking like dish soap or something like that. You know, like it just my brain didn't equate it, even though I like lemon as a flavor. With this, it's very much just a lemony accent, which is fine. Although I'd be interested to see, I don't know if they offer it in a non-zero sugar version, but I'd be interested to see how the non-zero sugar version of this would work from Japan. If it would still be that somewhat more limited flavor from the lemon, or if it would have more oomph because it's, you know, full sugar product. Because usually the zero sugar stuff, you know, you're gonna lose a little something. But it's nice actually. The zero sugar aspect of it, well, definitely there. You're not gonna not, you know, taste it. It's it's blended in enough that it's not abrasive. You know, it's prominent, but it's more along the lines of like a diet Pepsi than like a straight zero sugar Pepsi, if that makes any sense. Um, but yeah, it's okay. It's not anything that I think is particularly astonishing, and I have to admit, I am honestly a little bit disappointed about the lemon flavor. I was hoping for more from that, even though I was kind of worried about that. But you know, but it's nice. It's Pepsi. It's zero. That's the thing. It kind of has three things that are trying to work and do the same thing, or not the same thing, but work in the same place. Because you've got the Pepsi part, the zero sugar part, and then the lemon part. And I think the lemon part really does just sort of get pushed to the side in this instance. The zero sugar and the Pepsi are the ones really doing the bulk of the heavy lifting. Yeah, it's perfectly okay. Two questions have to be asked though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? No, not really. You know, never mind that it's an import item, so it's not like I'm personally going to go out of my way to grab it again. You know, but I mean, at the same time, you know, trying new things and stuff. It's it's perfectly fine, but like for how limited the lemon flavor is, I might as well just go get a zero sugar Pepsi from, you know, gas station down the road or something like that. It's not significant enough for it to really catch my interest, you know. And again, I don't know if that's a zero sugar thing or if that's maybe just a, you know, different market kind of thing, you know. Just maybe, excuse me, maybe that style of flavoring works better in Japan. I don't know. But I know for me personally, well, it's not a bad drink or anything. I wouldn't grab it again. There's no reason to. By that same token, and here's the thing: if I'm recommending it, it's kind of the thing of I'm usually going from the perspective of myself and my fellow Americans. Yes, I will be running for president in the next presidential election cycle. Not this one, because this one's too much of a clusterfuck right now. But you know, the next one will be a clusterfuck too, and the one after that. I'll get in there somewhere. But the vote Brandon. But no, you know, so when my recommendations are coming out, they're mostly coming from that line of things. And to my fellow Americans, if you do happen to run into this at like an import store, or again like a Japanese marketplace or something like that, you can skip this one. Honestly, it's not bad. You might like it, but if you're expecting like a nice lemon hit, you know, you're just not going to get that. It's just too light in flavor. It does add a little something to it, but now here's the other end of that. If I'm going over there and I'm talking on a more international scale, it's harder for me to say. You know, like if you live in Japan, this might be perfectly, you know, this might be like the biggest drink in Japan right now, for all I know. I don't think it is, but ultimately, it's an okay drink. But I do think that if you're going to go over there and, you know, prominently feature the lemon aspect of it, I think that the lemon should play a bigger role. Whether I personally like it or not, I would have preferred that the lemon been there and been, again, more prominent and me not like it as much than just getting a very weak, kind of limited flavor. So, but anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of months, stupendous rest of your folks. You over there episodes of truly. Let's bring back some old soda-tastic rest of our lives. Like, we're, you know, every now and again, they did Pepsi Blue, they did Crystal Pepsi. Pepsi likes to do that stuff. Not so much Coca-Cola. I mean, you know, sometimes a little bit, but I think we need to get more in there, man, you know? Anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring back some try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated, but What you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's my thing. What old sodas or, even other products would you like to see make a return? Of course, there's always like those, you'll see like the little meme templates and stuff like that, and, this, that, and the other thing. And we have gotten some of them back. Of course, famously for me, we've got the Snapple Elements back, which has made me enormously happy. You can actually watch my reviews. I've reviewed all the flavors of them that are currently available, and I want more. But, there's definitely still quite a few out there that, I personally would really like to see a return to. It's just, it's one of those things, just getting them to do it. Getting them to do it. But I'd be really interested to see, or, at least read, what you have to say about it. Anyway,